Yo everybody, how's it going? The Real L3 here. I wanted to share with you the boots that I found for for my motorcycle, part of my gear. If you haven't seen the video yet that I did on the Scorpion EXO R2000 helmet, please do check that out. This is part 2 of my gear series. I'm going to do some others as well. But these are the boots, okay? These boots they're not cheap, but they're also not as expensive as some of the even higher end ones that are out there. But these kind of fall in the middle, and they come with a decent price tag and a whole lot of high-end features. So we'll go ahead and get started here. First of all, these are made by Spidi, Spidi. I think they're like Italian or something. I'm not really sure about that, but they're some European company. These are the Spidi XP3-S for like sport bike racing. I don't race sport bikes, but they need a heck of a lot more protection than just your average Joe riding down the road. So I drive a cruiser, the Honda CTX 700, the DCT model. Love it, by the way. So I use these just to cruise around in, but they offer so much protection that they're so comfortable, and I feel comfortable wearing them because I know I'm protected in every possible way. Well, if you want to get real, not every possible way, but for the most part, protected in every possible way you can be protected, let's put it that way. So these boots, for one, these are huge because my feet are freaking water skis. But if you take a look at the boot on the right, okay, that's the inside of the boot, and then the one on, wait, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had it right in the camera. The one on the right is the inside, the one on the left is the outside of the boot. The outside face and the inside face. And if you notice on this boot here, okay, you have the stainless steel slider. Okay, this thing is stainless steel, and there's a hex screw here which actually makes this replaceable. So if you did ever need to use it, you can replace this and your boots are still good. The whole boot is, well, practically the whole boot is leather. It's very good cowhide leather. There are more expensive types of leather out there and everything, but these are very good leather. You won't be disappointed. It's got, we'll just start from the top here. This is a plastic slider here, and they're pretty heavy duty plastic, which, you know, if I'm sliding down the road, if I at least have something that's taking the brunt of the slide rather than, you know, my boot or my skin, then, you know, I'd rather be plastic than nothing. This is a very hard plastic. I mean, today's plastics are pretty freaking good. You gotta admit. So, then in the front here, this here is actually a shin protector. Okay, because I hear a lot about riders low siding their bike, and the handlebars hit them in the shin. You know, and breaks your shin and stuff. So it's got the good shin protection here. Very sturdy. Feels feels like it actually would protect you. It's got some vents on the shin, and then you turn it to the inside here, and you got the suede here on the inside, and this here is like a little relief, you know, so that you can, if you do have really big calves, which I don't, so there's kind of a gap for me. That's one of the cons I have with this boot. But for somebody with bigger calves, this would be really nice because it would actually conform and really stretch around your leg, and really nice. But these are racing boots, so now that I think about it, they're probably meant to have like the bottom of a racing suit, you know, down in here and stuff, so would probably make up the room pretty easily, where I don't have a racing suit, so there's a little room there for me. But this suede is, dude, it's so thick, man. It really is, and it actually works. It's here for thermal protection, you know, because the inside of your boots are what's like right up against your bike, you know, so like there's a hot engine and exhaust and stuff there. And I can tell you it works, because before I started wearing these boots, I'd feel a lot of heat on the inside of my legs, like not burning, but you know, sometimes uncomfortable. So with this, the suede really helps as a nice barrier between the hot engine and the inside of your legs. So it's got that. This Velcro is really strong. It'll definitely keep the boot closed. On the inside here, you have this moisture wicking type of material to keep the sweat off your legs. It's got a nice YKK zipper, so it's not some cheap, you know, piece of crap zipper. The zipper actually velcros here so that you can hide it, and it doesn't get in the way or anything. Dude, the Velcro is very strong. It's very, very strong. They don't just flop open or anything. You can bend and everything, and like you could see that Velcro didn't even budge. It's very strong stuff. So then if you turn the boot to the back here, you see it's got more vents. It's actually got 7 more vents on the back. And in the front here, or no, sorry, here on this part of the boot and on this portion here, it's actually perforated, you know, so air is allowed to get in a little bit. It's not really perforated anywhere in the front. It's all solid up front. It's got a slider fin on the back of the boot, which is kind of nice, you know, if you're like, you know, skidding down the road this way, you know, that slider is going to take most of that abrasion, so you probably save your boot and your leg. And it's got here on the back, you can see how the boot's kind of like arched out, you know, so again, if you're sliding down the road, you know, you got this fin and this are kind of like at the same height. It's gonna help keep your leg kind of straight, and it's gonna keep it from, you know, burning a hole through your boot and getting to your skin. So, you know, if you're sliding for long enough that you get through these plastic sliders, then you have the leather and stuff to get through, which, I mean, by that time you're going to be stopped and your legs are going to be fine. If you were for some reason to have if your foot was sticking straight up and your bike fell over and went BAM like that, okay, with a normal steel-toed boot, that's going to be one fucked up day, okay? Bike falls, BAM, boom, okay, fucked up day, right? Well, not with these boots. Here in the bottom of the boot here, there's actually there's actually metal, like little metal rods that actually keep this boot from crushing. So, you know, you would survive something like that. You know, granted, it could possibly, you know, bend your foot back enough to, like, you know, maybe like, you know, break or something. But I mean, if my bike fell on my foot like that and all I did was get a little fracture or, you know, maybe break a bone or something, I mean, as much as I don't want that to happen, I'd be good with that as long as my foot wasn't shattered and they'd have to chop the thing off and I'd lose my foot. You know, at least I'd heal up in 6 to 8 weeks and I'd be back to it, you know. So this thing does offer that crush-proof protection. Here in the toe, there's a very hard portion of the toe up front. You know, to where it's gonna protect you from like a blunt force like drop on your foot. It's not really steel-toed, but you know, there's definitely some reinforcement in the front of the toe. Let's see, as far as the vents go, the vents, they work, and they work good. You know, just riding, you know, I'm on a cruiser, you know, so my boots are kind of like this, to where these things are really, I think, meant to be like this, you know, like sport bike type riding. So even with me having my feet like this, just cruising, the air just flows through the boots, man. It feels so good. If you were to use them in the winter time, you know, maybe like put some tape over the vents or something, you know, it'd probably be just fine. Put an extra pair of socks on or something. But I think they're definitely like 3-season boots. I don't really think you would, you know, if you really want to keep your feet like really warm in the winter riding, then these probably wouldn't be a good winter boot. But the other 3 seasons, hell yeah, they're a good boot. So then the bottom, you know, it's got some really nice traction, and it's got these little cutouts here on the bottom, like where you're maybe for a foot peg or something. But I kind of like to keep my foot peg down here, that way I can control my rear brake and stuff pretty good. So yeah, I mean, the boots are designed right. You know, they're good boots. Now the price point on these is like $230. Okay, but if $230 is gonna keep my, you know, my feet from getting broken or burned or road rashed or whatever, dude, I'm for it. Like, I want protection. I don't want to be a squid, man. I don't want to be a squid. We got enough of those in Ohio, okay? I'm not going to be one of them. I cherish my head and my body and my fingers and my toes. Like, I want to ride a bike, but I don't want to get all fucked up. I want to be protected. So, these are my riding boots. Like I said, they're the Spidi XP3-S, just like it says right there. Check them out. They come in different colors. I just, you know, red, black, and white was kind of like the theme of all my gear, so I just stuck with it. Plus, I think the boots look fucking sharp. All black and red like that looks really nice. So, yep. If you like them, you like what you see, you know, check out some other reviews that are out there on them. But I just wanted to give you a real user review. You know, I've been riding with them for about a week now, and they're great. They're still a little stiff, but you can tell that, you know, it's got all these here and on the back here. You know, that's obviously so that they can move and flex. So once the leather loosens up a little bit, you know, I don't have a problem walking around in them. But like I said, they are still a little stiff right now. But hey, that's alright. You know, they'll break in and it'll all be good. So, hope you like what you saw. You know, if you want to leave a comment or whatever, I'll, you know, answer any questions or whatever. So, alright guys, Until next time, Dorilo 3 out.